In today's fiercely competitive global agricultural economy, a seemingly simple model is helping farmers across Southeast Asia rise to sustainable wealth, farming giant tilapia. Not catfish. Not tiger shrimp. But tilapia, a hardy, fast-growing freshwater fish that's gaining strong demand across international markets. What's surprising isn't just the fish, but how it's being raised today, under modern systems that have pushed profits up to $200,000 per year. So what's the secret? What model are they following? Where are these giant fish being sold? And most importantly, could you be part of this? Tilapia is a common freshwater fish found throughout Southeast Asia. It's easy to raise, omnivorous, grows quickly, and adapts well to various environments. In the past, however, tilapia was often viewed as a poor man's fish, cheap, of average quality, and not considered worthy of serious investment. But that perception has opened a door, the chance to transform a humble product into a premium export through modern farming, standardized processes, and smart market strategies. Since 2018, farms in Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines have begun raising gift tilapia, a selectively bred strain known for fast growth, firm white flesh, low fat content, and perfect compatibility with the strict standards of US and EU markets. These fish can reach 3-5 kilograms each, with some topping 6 kilograms, and they mark the beginning of a truly promising industry. Every step, from broodstock selection to pond system design, is carefully calculated. Most farms now use recirculating aquaculture systems, which recycle water and allow for precise control of pH, alkalinity, temperature, and oxygen levels, creating an optimal, stable habitat for the fish. On top of that, feed is no longer generic. Farmers are using custom-blended diets enriched with probiotics and digestive enzymes instead of antibiotics. This not only promotes healthier growth but also eliminates chemical residues, an absolute requirement for export markets. People are often stunned to see tilapia weighing over 3 kilograms and stretching nearly half a meter long, hauled straight from the pond. Gone are the small, forgettable fish of the past. This is a new generation, upgraded in both size and flesh quality. A typical farming cycle lasts 7-8 months. Yields can hit 15-18 tons per hectare per cycle, with average export prices ranging from $1.50 to $2 per kilo. That means each harvest can generate $200,000 to $250,000 in revenue. Depending on local climate, farms can run 1.5 cycles per year, not counting extra income from breeding fry, selling specialty feed, or transferring farming tech. But make no mistake, success doesn't come easy. Farmers must take bold risks, invest heavily in technology, and commit to continuous learning. Few people know this, but tilapia is the second most consumed farmed fish in the world, right behind salmon. China once led the global tilapia export market, but has lost ground due to hygiene concerns, environmental issues, and tightening trade regulations. This is Southeast Asia's chance to shine. With year-round tropical weather, abundant water, competitive labor costs, and flexible, tech-savvy farmers, the region is attracting serious interest from global seafood buyers, importers, and even five-star restaurants. Especially notable are tilapia products raised under Global G.A.P. ASC, or organic certifications. These can fetch 2-3 times higher prices than conventional fish in markets like the US, EU, UAE, and Japan. Still, the giant tilapia model faces its fair share of challenges. First, the startup costs are very high. To build a fully equipped RAS farm, with water recycling, environmental sensors, and biofiltration, can require investments of up to millions of USD per hectare. Second, managing water quality is extremely complex. Even a slight fluctuation in pH, temperature, or salinity can result in the loss of tens of tons of fish. Third, tilapia still suffers from a bad reputation in some markets. Past incidents involving unhygienic farms in China have made Western consumers wary. That's why traceability, certification, and branding are more crucial now than ever before.
Did you know that ostrich skin is currently the most valuable leather in the world, with a value of up to $5,000 a piece? Not only that, ostrich products such as meat, feathers, and eggs also bring significant economic value, contributing billions of dollars to the income of Chinese farmers. Is there any secret behind this success? To decode, let's explore the large-scale ostrich farms in this country of 1 billion people. Ostrich farming began in China in 1998 and has now become a thriving industry, with hundreds of large-scale farms across the country. The most popular ostrich breed in China is the African ostrich, because they are larger in size and lay more eggs. The most prominent is the farm in Sichuan, with an area of more than 3,000 acres, estimated to raise more than 100,000 birds per year, and is considered the ostrich capital of China. Ostriches are large birds with long legs and strong running ability, so when raising them, it is necessary to build spacious and airy cages. Ostrich cages need to be spacious, allowing ostriches to move comfortably, helping to increase the fertilization rate and prevent obesity. The cage floor needs to be clean, always clean of feces and waste. Normally, farmers will add sand, plant grass, and some trees with canopies to create shade. The fence surrounding the cage must be sturdy, ensuring the most effective confinement of ostriches. Ostriches are considered very easy to raise. Their main food is vegetables, fresh green grass, which can be combined with corn flour or nutritious food. Therefore, the cost of raising ostriches is not too high. From 10 to 12 months old, they can be sold. From hatching to 3 months old, ostriches need to be carefully cared for to increase the survival rate. People use specialized incubators for birds under 3 months old, in dry, clean, and airy conditions. After about 4 months of age or more, ostriches begin to mature, weighing about 36 kilograms, and can adapt to many different natural conditions. Female ostriches can reproduce at the age of 24 to 30 months, while male ostriches need 36 months. When they reach breeding age, they will be divided into groups of about 20 to 30 to ensure efficiency, with a ratio of 1 male to 3 females. A female ostrich lays 80 to 120 eggs per year. Some farms also apply artificial insemination to increase reproductive efficiency. The incubation period for ostrich eggs is 42 days, with the temperature adjusted to 36.8 to 42 degrees Celsius. Selling ostrich breeding flocks is also a solution that brings high income to breeders. The ostriches reach a large enough weight, they can be harvested. Ostrich meat is the main product and can be processed into many attractive dishes. An ostrich raised for 12 to 14 months can reach a weight of about 100 kilograms. After removing the skin and bones, about 50 kilograms of lean meat will be obtained. Currently, large-scale modern ostrich meat processing factories have also been built, meeting the needs of large-scale processing. Ostrich meat is popular because it is mainly grass-fed, has no pesticide residues, and sells for about $10 per kilogram. Meanwhile, ostrich eggs are considered to have a soft, delicious, nutritious texture and cost about $20 each. Ostrich leather is a special product, with a soft and tough texture, 5 times more durable than cow leather. Therefore, a piece of leather can cost from several $100s to thousands of dollars. Each ostrich can produce 1,000 grams of leather, which can be supplied to the modern automobile industry, electronics, and decoration industries. In addition, ostrich feathers are also very soft and smooth, which is a good material for making clothing accessories. Each ostrich can produce about 1.8 kilograms of feathers, which are used as raw materials for the high-end fashion industry. Ostrich eggshells are thick and hard, have a beautiful shiny color, and can be used for carving and producing handmade decorations at high prices. In addition, ostrich oil is also used as cosmetics and skincare products, anti-aging. Ostrich organs and bones also have certain medicinal value. It can be seen that any product from ostriches can generate income for breeders. With large farms, the ostrich farming industry can create jobs for thousands of local people, contributing to the development of the regional economy. Ostrich farming has created an integrated ostrich farming industry chain from incubation, breeding, slaughtering, processing, etc. Some farms also combine the construction of cultural tourism spots and product sales to attract tourists and maximize income. However, long-term ostrich farming also causes negative impacts on the local environment and ecosystem. Therefore, farmers also need to have a sustainable development plan to protect the natural environment. Best known in the world for its great taste and high price, Wagyu beef is bred and grown on farms around the world. Although it originated in Japan, Australia is famous for its scale of Wagyu beef production and processing. Australian Wagyu beef is exported to many regions around the world and creates a famous brand. So, does the process of producing and processing Australian Wagyu beef meet standards? Standard compared to Japan? Let's find out together. In Japan, the Wagyu beef industry is deeply rooted in tradition, with a focus on quality over quantity. Cows are typically raised in small herds, allowing farmers to closely monitor and care for each animal. Wagyu beef is processed in Japan under strict guidelines to ensure the meat maintains its high quality standards. After being raised for approximately 30 months, the cattle are slaughtered in highly regulated facilities. These processing plants adhere to strict hygiene and handling procedures to ensure the safety of the meat. The special thing about Japanese Wagyu beef is that it is classified based on a standard marbling score, numbered from 1 to 12. The higher the score, the more marbling. Only beef numbered 6 or higher is classified as premium Wagyu beef. With strict production processes at processing facilities, Japanese Wagyu beef has affirmed its unique brand worldwide. So, does Australia breed and produce Wagyu beef according to Japanese methods? And how was the taste of Australian Wagyu beef compared to the original taste in Japan? Australia is one of the world's largest producers of Wagyu beef. Although they import Wagyu cattle from Japan, Australian farmers have developed their own unique methods of raising and processing this expensive breed of cattle. While Japan has prioritized traditional practices, Australia has adopted a more industrial approach to Wagyu beef production to meet global demand. However, Australian farmers maintain high standards of care for their herds, focusing on producing consistent, high-quality beef. Unlike traditional large-scale farming in Japan, Australian Wagyu cattle are typically raised on large farms where they have access to pasture before being fed grain to enhance the marbling of the meat. The grain feeding process typically lasts between 30 and 50 days, during which time each cow is closely monitored to ensure that they achieve the desired marbling. Unlike Japan, where cows are cared for almost individually, Australian farms manage larger herds, using advanced technology to monitor and optimize cow health and diet. The slaughter and processing of Australian Wagyu beef is also subject to strict health and safety regulations, overseen by government agencies such as the Australian Meat Industry Council and the Department of Agriculture. Australian processing plants are also more automated than those in Japan, allowing for larger-scale beef processing. These plants use advanced technology to ensure that beef is slaughtered and packaged efficiently while maintaining the high standards expected of Wagyu. While Japan grades Wagyu meat according to its marbling, in Australia, experts take into account factors such as tenderness, flavor, and juiciness in addition to marbling. High-quality Australian Wagyu beef is often exported to international markets, especially in Asia and the United States. Compared to Japan, Australian Wagyu beef is aged for a longer period of time, usually 28 to 60 days, to develop the flavor and tenderness of the meat. The aging process is usually carried out in a temperature-controlled environment to ensure consistent quality. After aging, the beef is vacuum sealed and packaged for export. You can easily find Australian Wagyu beef on the menus of high-end restaurants and supermarkets around the world. While Japan consumes most of its Wagyu beef domestically, only a small portion is exported to international markets. In contrast, Australia produces a large amount of Wagyu beef for export, making it a major player in the global premium beef markets. Although originating from Japan, Australian Wagyu beef farms do not apply Japanese production technology, but instead apply high-tech, large-scale production to produce Wagyu beef for export worldwide. Despite different production methods, Japan and Australia are both aiming to create the highest quality Wagyu beef products that are sought after worldwide. Did you know that every year, more than 62 million coconuts are harvested for food processing and coconut oil production? Of course, in this industrial process, a large amount of coconut shells will be discharged into the environment, causing problems with environmental pollution and greenhouse effects. Therefore, to limit these problems, local farming communities have taken advantage of coconut shells to produce household products or construction materials. So, how does the journey of each coconut after harvesting until it is processed into carpets? Let's explore with us. Coconuts have been used by humans for centuries as a source of food, drink, and oil, or for cosmetic purposes. Due to high demand, this tree is cultivated or grows naturally in 94 of the 284 countries and territories in the world, of which Vietnam is the 5th country in the world in terms of coconut export output, reaching nearly $1.1 billion in 2024. To date, Vietnamese coconuts have been exported to more than 40 countries in the world. Vietnam not only exports fresh coconuts, but also many products made from coconuts. The most typical are household products made from coconut fiber. Years ago, we could easily see tons of coconut fiber thrown away around processing plants or coconut farms. Unlike other fruit shells, coconut shells can take several years to decompose, so it can cause many environmental problems. To solve this situation and reduce waste, farmers have turned coconut shells into valuable products. A typical example is coconut fiber mats. Making coconut fiber into giant mats is quite popular in Bến Tre province, Vietnam. To create these products, processing factories will collect coconut shells and extract the coconut fiber. This process is usually done by soaking the coconut shells in water to soften them, followed by mechanical processes to separate the fibers from the rest of the coconut shell. Each step requires careful execution, otherwise the coconut fiber will be rough and lead to poor quality final products. The coconut fibers will then be twisted into coconut fiber rope. After having the large coconut fiber rope, people pull the rope to attach it to the frame before weaving it into a mat. Farmers use tools to reinforce the coconut fiber mat, making it stronger and more durable. This step seems simple, but it takes a lot of effort because the coconut fiber mat is quite heavy, so the craftsmen need to work together to get the most effective work. After that, each coconut fiber mat will be rolled up and sold to traders in the area. This is one of the export products from coconut trees in Bến Tre province. Making carpets from coconut fiber contributes to income for family members and many local households. In addition to producing coir mats, farmers in the area also produce a variety of coir products. Products such as egg trays, coir plant pots, and coir mattresses are also produced for consumption. Nowadays, household products made from coconut fiber are being sought after in many areas of the world, and annual production is also increasing. So, do you know why people like them so much? Coconut fiber is elastic and very durable. It also withstands high humidity, so it has very good weather resistance. Therefore, people use coconut fiber mats to cover floors or hallways and walkways to prevent moisture. In addition, coconut fiber is also fireproof, soundproof, heat insulating, and breathable, so it is very popular as an interior finishing material. It also has good anti-static properties, so it attracts less dust. Have you ever seen coir used as a building material? In Vietnam and India, coir mats are used on slopes, riverbanks, and roadsides to prevent soil erosion. They also help stabilize the soil, allowing vegetation to grow while protecting the soil from heavy rainfall. In order to produce such a variety of sustainable products, the structure of coconut fiber is also very different from many other plants. They contain a lot of potassium, a substance commonly found in organic fertilizers, so coconut fiber is produced into many products used in agriculture. Sometimes, coconut fiber is also used directly to grow plants or to raise earthworms or black soldier fly larvae to produce protein-rich feed for poultry.